Core. Core. The central or most important part of something. For. For. In favor of or in support of, a person or policy. Form. Form. The visible shape or configuration of something. Horn. Horn. A hard permanent outgrowth, found in pairs on the heads of cattle, sheep, goats, giraffes. More. More. A greater or additional amount or degree. North. North. The direction in which a compass needle normally points, towards the horizon on the left-hand side of a person facing east. Port. Port. A town or city with a harbor where ships load or unload, especially one where customs officers are stationed. Score. Score. The number of points, goals, runs, etc., achieved in a game or by a team or individual. Short. Short. Measuring a small distance from end to end. Storm. Storm. A violent disturbance of the atmosphere with strong winds and usually rain, thunder, lightning, or snow. Abhor. Abhor. Regard with disgust and hatred. Abhorrent. Abhorrent. Inspiring disgust and loathing, repugnant. Abnormal. Abnormal. Deviating from what is normal or usual, typically in a way that is undesirable or worrying. Absorb. Absorb. Take in or soak up, energy or a liquid or other substance, by chemical or physical action, typically gradually. Accord. Accord. Give or grant someone power, status, or recognition. Conform. Conform. Comply with rules, standards, or laws. Corridor. Corridor. A long passage in a building from which doors lead into rooms. Horticulture. Horticulture. The art or practice of garden cultivation and management. Orator. Orator. A public speaker, especially one who is eloquent or skilled. Orchestra. Orchestra. A large instrumental ensemble, typically containing sections of string, brass, woodwind, and percussion instruments. Adore. Adore. To love and respect someone deeply. Anchor. Anchor. A heavy object attached to a rope or chain and used to moor a vessel to the sea bottom. Bore. Bore. To make a hole in something using a drill or other tool. Core. Core. The central or most important part of something. Decorator. Decorator. A person whose job is to design the interior decoration of a room or building. Dorm. Dorm. A room providing accommodations for sleeping, especially in a college or university. Explore. Explore. To travel through an unfamiliar area, in order to learn about it. Flora. Flora. The plants of a particular region, habitat, or geological period. Flour. Flour. A powder obtained by grinding grain, typically wheat, and used to make bread, cakes, and pastry. Forage. Forage. To search widely for food or provisions. Galore. Galore. In abundance, plentifully. Gore. Gore. Blood that has been shed, especially as a result of violence. Guitar. Guitar. A stringed musical instrument. Harbor. Harbor. A place on the coast where vessels may find shelter, especially one protected from rough water by piers, jetties, and other artificial structures. Horn. Horn. A hard permanent outgrowth, often curved and pointed, found in pairs on the heads of cattle, sheep, goats, and some other animals. Horror. Horror. An intense feeling of fear, shock, or disgust. Implore. Implore. To beg someone earnestly or desperately to do something. Inventor. Inventor. A person who invents or creates something, typically a process or device. Journey. Journey. An act of traveling from one place to another. Labor. Labor. Work, especially hard physical work. Laborer. Laborer. A person engaged in physical work, especially of an unskilled kind. Lore. Lore. Traditional knowledge or teachings. Mentor. Mentor. An experienced and trusted advisor. Monitor. Monitor. A device used for observing, checking, or keeping a continuous record of something. Moor. Moor. An expanse of open, rolling, infertile land, often overgrown with heath, and often, especially in Europe, with low shrubs and peaty soil. Navigator. Navigator. A person who navigates a ship, aircraft, or other vehicle. Nourish. Nourish. To provide with the food or other substances necessary for growth, health, and good condition. Odor. Odor. A distinctive smell, especially an unpleasant one. Ore. Ore. A naturally occurring solid material from which a metal or valuable mineral can be profitably extracted. Parlor. Parlor. A sitting room in a private house. Pore. Pore. A small opening in the skin or the surface of a plant or animal. Quorum. Quorum. The minimum number of members of an assembly or society that must be present at any of its meetings to make the proceedings of that meeting valid. Restore. Restore. To bring back, a previous right, practice, custom, or situation. Reinstate. Roar. Roar. A full, deep, prolonged cry uttered by a lion or other large wild animal. Score. Score. The number of points, goals, runs, etc. achieved in a game or by a team or individual. Sorcery. Sorcery. The use of magic, especially black magic. Torch. Torch. A portable stick or piece of wood with material at one end that can be ignited, used to provide light or heat. Tumor. Tumor. A swelling of a part of the body, generally without inflammation, caused by an abnormal growth of tissue, whether benign or malignant. Vortex. Vortex. A mass of whirling fluid or air, especially a whirlpool or whirlwind. Voyage. Voyage. A long journey involving travel by sea or in space. Ward. Ward. A separate room in a hospital, typically one allocated to a particular type of patient. Warrior. Warrior. A brave or experienced soldier or fighter. Xenophore. Xenophore. A cell that ingests foreign particles. Xylophone. Xylophone. A musical instrument played by striking a row of wooden bars of graduated length with one or more small wooden or plastic mallets. Yogurt. Yogurt. A semi-solid sourish food prepared from milk fermented by added bacteria, often sweetened and flavored. Zephyr. Zephyr. A soft, gentle breeze. Zorro. Zorro. A fictional character, a masked vigilante hero who defends the commoners.